Alright, it's brain time. Check this sucker out. We cut this brain in half for your viewing pleasure. But actually, you know what? Let's put it together for the moment, shall we? Let's have a complete brain. Bam. Look at that thing. Juicy. Kind of looks like some chewed up gum. But a lot of it. Like a lot of gum. Like a ridiculous amount of gum. That's a lot of gum. I've not chewed gum in a long time. I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. Anyway, outer structures of the brain. Let's start at it. First off, let's start with the first thing you look at, which is some weirdness. Let's name the weirdness the gyrus. I've enjoyed the gyrus because it reminds me of like a little ball you can roll around in like a Jurassic World, dinosaurs chasing you and stuff. That seems like fun. But oh well, I can't do it. These little ridges here of the gyrus, I kind of think about them as like mountains. This is the top of the mountains, if you will. A plateau, if you're more into that sort of thing. But this is the gyrus. Look at all that gyrus. Ooh, gyrus. And there's a post-central gyrus, a pre-central gyrus over there. So the primary motor cortex and the primary somatosensory cortex, for those who are big fans at home. Gyrus done. Now the next thing is, whoa, what are these lines? And that's the sulcus. No circus at the sulcus. So if you fall into these pits of despair, well then you don't have to fall very far unless you're super, super small. This is the sulcus. See, like in little valleys, divots between the mountains. It's kind of fun to trace these things on here, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of relaxing in its own way. Anyway, that's the sulcus. Next, fissures. Now, a fissure, I always think about with an earthquake, and also there's a Pokemon move called Fissure that like very rarely lands. And so it was like always this tantalizing, oh, one hit KO, but like it never actually lands, so why bother? But anyway, I remember that in the last Pokemon gym in Pokemon Red and Blue. That's my fissure experience. Largely disappointing, much like this one is here. A fissure is this deep hole inside of here. All right, there's a couple of them. You don't have to know them. If you know this one, has a very special name to it. I think I have that somewhere. Well, we'll see it later. If it's not on here. Oh, there it is. So that's a fissure. There's also one down here on the bottom side that separates the cerebellum from the cerebrum. Enough of that stupid thing. Longitudinal fissure, the specific name for this. So if I ask you what this is, longitudinal fissure. That's the answer you want to go with. That's the best answer. Look at that. Let's look at this deep well. Blah. Okay. Let's do some lobes, shall we? And these would be a little bit of a refresher for those of you sticking around from the skull video, which is probably everybody. But we have the frontal. There we go. It's kind of silly looking on its side. Anyway, frontal lobe here. Oh, it's in the front. How convenient. Occipital lobe. Back time. Bam. Occipital lobe. And so again, this corresponds to the bones. So the frontal lobe goes with the frontal bones, remember those. And then the occipital bone goes along with the occipital lobe. The parietal lobe along the outside, so right up in this region. All right, parietal lobe, remember that. All right. Ooh, parietal lobe. Parietal. Temporal, down here, near the temporal bone. There's one more that I didn't label because who really keeps up with it? Anyway, the other one we'll look at in a second. So I can swap this labeled over. I generally had them, I just don't know where they are, so bear with me for a second. Now this one is a private little thing. It does not like to be seen or heard. And it's the insula. Insula. And so it's very secretive. It's insulated in the brain. So let's check it out. So got this thing open. Insula. Bam. It's insulated. Okay, then we got the point on that one. What is happening here? Okay. Alright, let's put this thing back together. Ooh, this is a good time to look at the white versus gray matter. Is that even over here? Oh, that's a shame. But let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah. The gray matter is this area here. This is the cortex. The cortex is a mammal exclusive, which you are a mammal. I hope so anyway. And this gives us some of our special powers that we have. You know, flight, X-ray vision, all that kind of stuff, all made possible due to the cortex. Also, the basic things like, I don't know, understanding language, seeing things, all that kind of fun stuff. Thank you, cortex, I guess. Then the white matter. Found inside of here, the bulk of it. That's white matter. That's a nice looking view, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Kind of. Now let's strap this sucker back on here. Come on now. Oops. Oh. So putting Humpty Dumpty back together again. Oh, we lost the cerebellum. It fell off. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Who really needs the cerebellum anyway? Dumb thing. No, I'm just kidding. I like the cerebellum. It's cool enough. It's easy. So anyway, now here we go. Back in action. Oh, monkey. So I forgot to do the cranial nerves. Let's do those real quick. Cranial nerves. This is, boy. Okay, come on now. There we go. Yes. Olfactory nerve, number 1. Olfactory nerve. Ooh, there we go. Right there. Olfactory nerve. You know what it does? Smell. Optic nerve. Optic nerve. There we go. Come on now, focus up. There we go. Optic nerve. Right there. And there's one over there. And the chiasma is right there, and that's the point where they cross over. So, neat. Oh, chiasma. Got it. Label it. Look at that. Chiasma. 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 Chi. That's always been C-H-I. I like that. Next up, oculomotor. Ooh, where's that? Let's see. Get inside. That looks like that one there. The oculomotor. A little easier to see on the sheep, weirdly enough. Who would have guessed? Oculo, vision, motor, movement. Ooh, sounds like eye movement to me. Easy peasy. Trochlear nerve. This little thing is tough. I'm not going to lie. I hate this little thing. So you got to get in here. I peeled off the cerebellum, and you can see that little thing there. Bam. Okay, that with the pencil, it's kind of dragging across. That's the trochlear nerve. Number 4. Rightfully so, where it belongs. Stupid thing. Trochlea. What's a trochlea ever done for you? I don't know. Good question. Trigeminal is a good one. Trigeminal, right here. So right there, that thing, trigeminal, it's got a heck of a protuberance coming off of it when it's attached. It's pretty impressive. Trigeminal. 3 Gemini. Abducens. Here. Abducens. Abducens. Kind of just hanging out. Getting abducted or something. I don't know. Not really. It's a nerve. Where's it going? Nowhere. You see there's other nerves, but you don't have to know them on this, so don't worry about it. All right. Oh. Overall structures too. Almost forgot a couple. Looking at a few things here on the underside. The cerebellum. Ooh, cerebellum, you say. Cerebellum. I've always liked the cerebellum. Again, you know, it's pretty cool. It's kind of just hanging out, doing its thing, you know. I don't know. The lesser known, like nobody, it's like, ooh, all about the cerebrum. Ooh, what's the cerebrum? Fantastic question. But the cerebellum, though, underappreciated. This is the cerebrum, the cerebral hemispheres, also known as, AKA, those things. So that is your cerebrum. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay, brainstem parts. Okay, prop this thing up there. Yeah, look at that. Okay, midbrain. Midbrain, right there. In this general area, midbrain. Okay, the pons. Right here. It's like a little hump. The way I can remember that is the Black Eyed Peas, the Black Eyed Pawns, with their famous song, My Humps. And this is a hump there. And then the other hump is the medulla oblongata, which really sounds like a made-up word that the Black Eyed Peas was singing about. What happened to them? You know, that's the questions I ponder about. What happened to the Black Eyed Peas? Maybe people got tired of them, you know, they're not for everybody. I used to eat mine with ketchup. That's weird. Anyway, medulla oblongata is here. Medulla oblongata. You can just say medulla, but I mean, come on. If you get a chance to say oblongata, you're gonna say oblongata. So seize the moment. Relish the rare opportunity to say a weird word. And then the pituitary gland, since we're here, the pituitary gland is going to come up again in AMP2 and learn about the hormones. Because this little thing right here turns out to be pretty important when it comes to hormones. You sly little thing. Thinking it's nothing, but oh, it's something. Alright, anyway, now we can finally cut this thing open. Oh no. That fell off. Oh, this one's collapsing all around us. That's an, okay. Whew. If only the real brain were that easy to put back together. Am I right? Alright, let's start with something fun. Let's do the stem again. So, medulla oblongata, right there, right there. The pons, again. The black-eyed pons. Come on, focus up. No, that's close enough. Pons. Pons. Okay. And the midbrain. Stupid thing. Okay. Midbrain is here in this area. This is the midbrain. There's a couple structures in there. What are they called? Oh, you just have to wait to find out. And again, the cerebellum, since we're here. Let's go and knock that out. Cerebellum. Now, if you look inside of here, that was like a tree. Do my eyes deceive me? Is a tree growing inside my brain? I tell you what, those plants, you can't go 2 seconds without having a plant trying to take over and consume your body. Crazy. Think that spinach you're eating is actually innocent? Oh no, it's planting seeds inside of you to take over your body. You'd be a plant person. Literally. But no, luckily it's not. Whew, bullet dodged. Arborvitae, though, is what it is. The tree of life. And it's just some of the white matter embedded inside of the cerebellum. Cerebellum does some pretty cool stuff. It's kind of like a weird raisin texture to it. Kind of like a raisin. Or a prune. Whatever. Any of those work. Oh, and these, all three of these structures here that we looked at are all part of the brainstem. They'll lead directly into the spinal cord, which goes out this way. So not really seen, but the spinal cord would come out this way. And go down the spine. What? Alright, let's do something fun now. Bring us back up. Corpus callosum. I've always liked this phrase, that corpus callosum. If you want to say callosum, go ahead. I'm not going to judge you. Corpus callosum right here. Corpus callosum. Looks like a big C. A powerful C. You also see it on this side too. Corpus callosum. Okay. And then the fornix. A less cool name. So somebody was trying to spell fork and just like, you know what, let's make up a new word. Fornix. And that would be this thing over here. Zoom in. That's kind of blurry. There we go. That ain't bad. Fornix right there. It's the lower half of this area. Now, what is that thing in the middle? Well, it's called the septum pellucidum, but that's not on your sheets, I don't think. But this is part of the region that makes up a ventricle. And so we'll do that in a second, but that'll show up there. Is this thing not auto-focusing? Whatever. Okay, next up, let's do some tricky stuff. It's a little dicey. It's a little dangerous. Okay, we have the thalamus. It's found over here in this region, approximately. Now, it's a kind of a circular-looking thing. It looks a little easier to see as a circle form in the sheep brain, but also over here. And so this is also another area. It kind of surrounds the third ventricle. Then the hypothalamus. What up? Hypo. And that'll be like down here in this area. So it's usually in between this thing here, this stalk. I'm not even going to show you what its name is because it'll just confuse you. And then this thing, the optic chiasma. So it's like right in this ballpark area. Hypothalamus. It's kind of hard to see in the sheep brain, but here it's pretty easy. There we go. Get a little zoom in action. Cool. All right. The epithalamus, don't have a name for it, but it is near the pineal gland. So the pineal gland right up here. So this kind of area is the epithalamus. Pineal gland, focus up. Man, that's nice. Pineal gland. Number 23, Jordan. Put you to sleep. That's what Jordan did. Bam! Ice in his veins. It's another team's home where they could sleep because he was good. He won a lot of championships. Three-peated twice. That's pretty impressive. Okay, we got those out of the way. Let's do We did the pineal, pituitary, okay. What about the corpora quadrigemina? I think that's a fun one. That's a good one. Where's that? Ooh, the corpora quadrigemina. So it's called quad because there's a superior and inferior part to it, and there's one on both sides, so there's 4 structures, hence the name quad. And it loves corporations, hence corpora. Not really. I don't think it's aware of corporations in their existence. But there's one. No, they're the names, but this is collectively the corpora quadrigemina, and it's part of the midbrain. So if you see this thing and it's pointing directly to this, I want corpora quadrigemina, but if it's like pointing over here, that's more midbrain territory. So corpora quadrigemina there. You can also see it over here, corpora quadrigemina. We'll see it again on the sheep brain. And then, let's see, cerebral aqueduct, another part of the midbrain. It's just in front of the corpora quadrigemina, so this area here, it's like a little tunnel tube system, so for cerebral spinal fluid to travel down. Cerebral aqueduct. Aqueduct is a fun word. Reminds me of ducks, which are in the water anyway. So it's like, ha, silly. Water ducks, which are already water ducks. Anyway, that's the aqueduct. Next up, what really haven't we covered? I think we covered a lot of stuff here. Oh, the ventricles. Shame on me for forgetting the ventricles. Let's start with number 4. Of the 1, 2, 3, and 4 numbers, I like 4 the best. 3 is okay. Anyway, number 4 is this area down here. So starting here with the cerebellum in this region, this is your 4th ventricle. It's a cerebral spinal fluid containing structure inside the brain. Brain needs its water. You gotta stay hydrated, right? Even the brain does. 3rd ventricle, found in this region. The epithalamus, thalamus, and hypothalamus surround this sucker. It's got an odd shape to it. And it blends into the lateral ventricle, which would be found in this area. Lateral ventricle found over here. And this is the 1st and 2nd because there's one on both sides. It's a paired structure. So there's one on this side and there's one on this side over here as well. So lateral ventricle. All right. I think that's about everything. That's impressive. I'm trying to make sure we got everything, but yeah, that was a lot. That's a long video, so I hope so. Geez, 17 minutes. All right, let's end this thing. Peace.